I can't I can't hold it in anymore. 15 hours in the game. It is said I check 50 to 60 hours to complete the main story. And I got messages crazy. People want to know, do you like it? At first I was scared, but the more you play, the better it gets. And then it gets better than every. I'm speechless, losing my words. It's better than every other Xenoblades before this. I said it. This is the best Xenoblade Chronicles game ever made. Story is so compelling, so original, so hardcore, very violent, very good. I don't want to spoil too much. There's no blades. If you played in the, maybe your characters are the blades. I didn't finish it yet. I don't know if I'm spoiling it. I'm 15 hours in. If you played before, you know what I mean. You're playing those two groups of families are fighting on this planet, and they're basically clones being created on both sides of those armies. They're fighting to the death day in and day out, and they hate each other so much. It's insane. The story is just so good. You start off right in the army war fight, big war scene. It's so much fun. Combat system is pretty simplistic. Even when you go deeper in the game, it still stays simplistic, but there's so much stuff to put inside your head to control all the battle system. A little bit more stuff than previous games, but way more fun and way easier to catch to do a good fight. Am I making myself clear? I haven't done a video like this in a long time. By far, I didn't finish this one. This is my least favorite, and I think I was 20, 30 hours in, and I just stopped. This one I finished was, I think, 12, 15 hours, 20 hours. I loved it from start to finish a lot. This was a masterpiece. It was my most favorite game on the Switch back when it came out. Love the story and everything, and your main character has a kick on his blades, and but you don't have that in here. You don't have that. It's the whole concept of being a team, being a family. It's just insane. I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go. Like I was saying, those two armies are fighting, and eventually they discover who the true evil is, and eventually little bits of three members of the other army and three members of the other army, they join together because they're being somehow, I don't want to say banned, but kind of banned by the system that's controlling them. And then they regroup and they're fighting against the real evil. The creepy part about this is when they kill people, like from both sides, the soul or the blood or whatever you want to call them, gets sucked out of the being, and they energize whatever big, I don't know how to say it, how to describe it. I don't get to practice my English as much as I used to. They basically are, like harvesting the power of anybody that's dead. They go in a bigger robot, something like that. Like everybody dead, and these are all kids, and nobody grows up in that future. It's really fun. It's really weird. I was gonna say effed up, but it's weird. When they get to the age about 10, or not even 20, maybe 15, they call it the homecoming, and they get blessed by a queen, and they basically kill them, and they take their souls. And the souls, like I said, it goes like sparkles, and it goes inside those big robots to make the community better on both sides. But eventually you figure out it's just one evil that's controlling everybody. It's just the story, all the cutscenes. You're like, whoa! And that part 8. Go watch part 8. I'm gonna upload part 8 after this video. You're watching the cutscenes, and you're like, just like when you're watching Thor and Avengers Endgame when he comes down, and he yells, "Bring me Thanos." Kind of that feeling you got when you're watching those cutscenes. Because eventually your character, They upgrade and they build up, and two of them, they can merge in together, and they make like a Evangelion kind of. Man, I'm lost for words doing this review. Lost for words. What are the names of those giant robots? Japanese. Not the mecha, but anyways, you merge two characters together and you become this big robot, and you have 6 characters to control in the battle system. Like, you can switch back when you're doing a battle throughout all the characters. Yes, you can combine the moves. They charge up, and when you do the supercharge, and then there's like one charge, one supercharge, and one even. Eventually, you unlock the chain battle mode. Then the screen just freezes, and you got to choose your percentage of attack to do 100%. There's too much stuff, but the battle system is actually simplistic, but it's quite epic. And then you can do the mecha form boost attack. It's just insane. I don't know where to go with this, but it's just insane. It's the best one ever. The story, the characters, you really get attached to it. Previous stories was good, but there was a lot of emotions and how you're feeling, and you're trying to hit on your blades, and can't remember the name of the main character in the second one, and he wanted to go out with Pyra or Mithra, and that's all I remember, and it's smooshy. This one, no time for emotions. It's just action, and you kind of feel overpowered. I usually, back in the days when a boss was too hard, I would switch it to easy mode because it's way too hard, but the game is ultimately well balanced. Part 3 is well balanced. Like I said, I'm 15 hours in playing normal mode, and I'm having no issues. Don't go off and fighting creatures level 50. My characters are level 20, 30 right now. The more you go higher, the better upgrades you can do. There's a bunch of stuff to upgrade, but fine-tuning your characters is really fun. There's a lot of stuff. A lot of spices and rocks to pick up because you can grind stuff and you can create gems that can power up your character. Then with all the battles, the more you do the merge of the characters, those big robots, they get like soul, spirit, stone stuff, and then you can upgrade your robots too. It's a lot of stuff to cover. It looks complicated when I say it, but when you play it, it is so simplistic to go through it. And I want to put it out there. It's 15 hours in, and I'm ready to say it's gonna be my game of the year on Switch. Triangle strategy was there. The triangle strategy just lost my number one. This is it. I didn't think it'd be that good because I was afraid of part 1 wasn't that great, but part 2 and Thorna was the best. Keep in mind, this was on the Wii, so I don't know. Maybe I should go back and finish it. But I'm so used to this battle system now. I love it more than the previous one. I don't know what to tell you. You gotta go try it. Man, this review was so unclear, but I hope you liked it somehow. Like I said, I never write this down. I just go with the flow. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Support the channel. And that's the way I do it. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 has got to be my game of the year on Switch so far. Nothing is going to take that down yet. I'm 15 hours in. You got more than enough gameplay value for the price you're paying. So when I actually play good games, there's games you play after 8-9 hours you're finished. But games you do actually appreciate it and you feel like your soul is complete. That's the wrong way to say it. It's just there's feeling of games that are filling your joy level a little bit more. Some games are just feel the same. But this one, even the battle system is different from what it was. Like, the whole game feels different. No, even the creatures you're fighting is the same ones as in Xenoblade 2 or 1. But I'm just saying, the battle system, they completely changed it. It's way better. It's way more fun. It's very original. Can't wait to see what they're gonna do with part 4. It's gonna be hard to beat because I didn't think after playing 2, I said nothing's gonna be better than 2. Thorna came out. Nothing's gonna be better than Thorna, and Xenoblade 3 actually knocks them all dead. To me. And the final question that I get a lot, do you need to play part 2 and 1 to understand part 3? If you want the backstory a little bit, there's not much, but I'm only 15 hours in. I didn't see any connections or any flashbacks to part 1 and 2. So don't spoil it for me. I might be wrong. I gotta play a little bit more. Maybe do a sum up when I actually finish the main story. But so far, there's no connections 15 hours into part 2 and part 1. Hope you like this. I did my best. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up. Have a great weekend. It's Sunday.